Yep, we're brand new again. Just got to put a little bit more tint on that back window. It looks dark, but on the inside it's not so dark. That's just factory tint. Got some 5% to go back over the top. So if you saw my last video, you know that thing got smashed into this weekend. They broke in and took my backpack and my other camera. So I have a brand new camera. It's pretty nice, but I sort of like the old one a little bit better, even though it's about 1/3 of the price. But it's still a pretty nice camera I got sitting here. So we're back in business basically, and I got to get back on that Ford F250. I'm tired of looking at it. I got to get this thing either done or at least get some progress done on it. So on that old camera, I had footage of me unboxing the NAV-TV stuff and looking all cool. Had some different angles, had the tripod sitting over here, but all that footage is gone. So here it is. It's all ready to go. So here we go. We got the NAV-TV F53. This thing's going to plug into the back of the factory head unit, and I'll be able to take over all my cameras, all the 360 surround cameras, and do some cool stuff with that. I'll show you what it does. Got the harnesses, of course, that go with it. Got the AMP Pro 4. This module right here is going to allow me to interrupt the factory head unit. This is going to go right in between them with this harness, and I'll be able to get factory clean sound through optical and RCA without disturbing anything in the factory system until I'm ready to do it. So in other words, it's all going to work until the very end, till I clip the speaker wires. That's a good thing. Got some optical cable over here. Got a 15-foot run and a 20-foot run. I'm not sure how long I'm going to need to be, but you can never have too many of those laying around, so I'll keep the one I don't use. Well, enough of that already. Let's get this Tahoe out and get the F250 in and start pulling the dashboard apart. I'm not looking forward to this, even though I don't think it's going to be that hard. I just never liked that initial first dig into a brand new dashboard. But got to put on my big boy pants and get it done. Alright, so I guess I'm going to need a couple key little tools. Gotta always have your plastic tools. I get these at Mobile Solutions. Looks like something like this maybe, and maybe this one. I'll bring one of these yellow ones over here, just in case. I don't know what I'm up against just yet. And I guess I'm going to need a 7mm nut runner. Machines are not running today. It's Sunday. Normally they would be, but I want to get this done. I don't want to listen to that dust collector all day long. So I'm thinking the first thing I need to do is pop this thing off right here. Kind of get under there. I've only got one hand. This is really hard to do. Alright, so 4 clips. Just gotta be careful, don't break them. Just got to disconnect that speaker wire. That came off a lot easier than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to fight me a lot more than that. Alright, just disconnect those bottom ones. I think I could just swing this up out of the way. Alright, looks like I got a couple more screws. So I can pull the screen out. Same 7mm. Should be cake. There it is, all the meat and potatoes, the things I need to get to. Guess I need to jam out to the table, grab my NAV-TV stuff, and get started. Alright, so I gotta get to this thing right here because this is the camera controls. So this plug right here is the one I need to get to. It's behind this. So I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get to that yet. Just pull this thing off. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm unplugging this right here. Then I got this thing right here. This is one of the harnesses that comes with the NAV-TV unit. This is going to plug right back into that spot, and then that plug plugs into this plug, and then the NAV-TV also plugs into this plug. So we'll very carefully put this right back where we found it. Just like this. And then this one right here goes right into this one here. Done. Now I just gotta go get the other harness that plugs into here, and then we'll bolt this back in. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect the factory plug out of the back of that head unit, and I'm gonna plug in the NAV-TV unit in the same exact spot. And then I'm gonna plug that factory plug right back into this one. So basically it's just getting in the middle of it, and these will go over to the module. But the thing about it is I'm also running that pack integration setup. So I'm gonna be running this NAV-TV out to this plug, and then to the pack unit, and then to the factory head unit. So it's gonna be two things interrupting it. It should be okay though, I'm pretty sure, I hope. All right, so I got all these harnesses. It looks like a big mess, but it's really not that hard. It all kind of makes sense because the plugs only go in one spot. So let's bring them on in there. And then there's this one. Now this thing has additional camera inputs as well, so that's what this is for. I don't have any to hook up yet, but in the future I will probably put a camera in my toy hauler or something on the inside, maybe one on the very back, but that's what this is for future use. So that would go right here. That would go right there if I was going to use it. I'm not using it right now, so there's no real need for me to plug that in. When it's time, the deck comes apart real easy. I can just plug that thing in and be good to go. So let's go ahead and put this thing back where it was. Alright, so here's the plug that would go right back into the screen, but it's not going to go into the screen this time. It's going to go into this NAV-TV harness. Just like that. And then of course this is going to go right back into the screen. So what we basically did was we just interrupted it. This right here is going to plug into the NAV-TV unit right here. Just like that. It's going to get tucked away. Alright, so I'm just about ready to go with this, but I have one more thing I have to put in the chain. We got to put that pack module in. Alright, one harness down, one to go. But before I put this thing in, I actually have to pull it apart and put the adapter on it in order to run the optical cable. And the whole idea of doing what I'm doing is to run optical to the back. So that's got to happen right now. Get that out of there. It's kind of a procedure, so here we go. Open this up. So apparently I'm going to have to pop this thing apart from what I'm reading. Okay, we got a spot right there for the toss link to poke through. Perfect. Go, now we got optical. Done. She's ready. Got to find a place to tuck both of these so they look good too. Okay, so this one's supposed to plug in down bottom and up top. So I'm not sure if my plug is behind here or not, but it doesn't look like any other plugs, so that looks sort of like the plug right there. That looks like it, huh? Alright, so I guess this one's going to get plugged into here. And then this one's going to get plugged into the radio, so we're interrupting this thing. Same as the NAV-TV. There we go. It's done. There we go. So this is going to go right here. Figure out where I'm going to try to tuck this thing at. Nice little tuck spot right there. Almost forgot I need some remote wire. Hopefully that's enough. Well, 15 feet isn't long enough. I got a 20 footer over there. This might not be long enough. Be careful with it. Alright. Looks like I got tons. So I'll be good to go. I just need to be right in this area. Cool. See that right there? Just let that thing do a little bit of hitchhiking, so I don't have to do it twice. That's too much of a pinch. Now, I wasn't really liking the bend in that optical cable, so I decided to move it one more time. And now that the NAV-TV unit is out of the way, there's plenty of room to put it right there. But I don't want to put a screw right through the front of that, because that would be bad news. That's a control box for the cameras. So I got some of this double-sided tape. It's made for plastic. It's supposed to be permanent once it locks in place. It takes about a day. We'll see. Oh, yeah, that's sticky. We'll just do it just like this. That's actually on there really good. Cool, that'll work. This pocket shouldn't be in the way up here at all. That's a good sign. Cool. No, I want to put it all back together, but I want to test it first to make sure it works. So we'll bring this down and plug it in. All right, here we go. Let's see if it works. Well, we don't have no signal in here, so we're gonna have to go with the AM/FM. I heard a chime. That was good. Alright. It all still works. That's a plus. The whole object is to not touch the stock system at all until I'm ready. Everything I need is right here in this optical cable and this remote. But what I need to know right now is, do I have red laser light poking out of the back of this? If I do, I can probably put this back together right now. Come on, please. Oh, yeah, look at that. Can you see it? That means, can you see it on video? That means sound. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I'm loving that. Now let's check these cameras. I gotta turn that down. Can't use that music. All right, here we go. Let's see, what's this do? So supposedly, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! I just turned my left blinker on. Turn the right blinker on. Hey, look, there's baby. Darn, it works. Let me put it in reverse and see what happens. Well, it already does that stock, so I guess, yeah, as long as it still works, we're good. And yeah, hey, it looks like everything's still working. I got sound coming out of their optical cable. My camera things are working the way they're supposed to. I think I could zip this thing back up and call this a wrap until I'm ready to finish up the power wires in the back. Should be all of them. So what's cool is I have access to the optical cable right here. That's nice. I got access to the pack unit if I want to yank it off of there. But this is very easy to pull apart, so I'm not really worried about it too much. Plug that center channel back in. Until we're ready to mess with you again. So just for right now, until the next phase of this build, I'm gonna wind this up super nice, not to kink it or anything. Same thing with the remote wire. About 10 feet more than I need, I bet. Put a little zip tie on this just to keep it from falling down, coming apart. I'm so stupid. Don't even know how to put a zip tie on. Go ahead and tuck this stuff right up in here, completely out of the way until I'm ready for it. And look, we still got the red laser. Can you see that? Yep. We got sound.
Plan your day of fun at golfland.com.
Yay. It all still works. Alright, where you at, KK? Nope, that's that side. There he is. Love it, gotta love it. What happens when you turn the hazards on though? Okay, shows you everything back there. That's cool. So it's already got all this stuff when you're sitting still other than the blinkers. I believe I'm able to do this while I'm driving too. So we'll try that out once we get rolling. Right now, I got a mess to clean up. All right, it's all done. It's all working great. I just gotta wipe the truck down a little bit in here. It's a little bit dirty. Cameras are working great. Optical's ready to go. I got this little harness right here in case I want to add 3 more cameras with that NAV-TV unit. Until then, I'll see you on the next video. All right, here we go. Here's the big test. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit this button. Put it on these cameras. There they are right there. Let's go ahead and take off. Normally, these things would shut right off as soon as you're doing like 2 miles an hour or something like that. Yeah. That is tight. I like that. Hit this button. We got a couple other views here. Full-time rear view camera. Yeah, so it looks like I can see the bed camera. Zoom in on that. All right, we're pulling up here to a stop sign. Gonna throw the blinkers on. You can see over there if I need to. Turn the right blinker on. Bam. Need to dig through the instructions and see all the features that NAV-TV thing has on it. I know it does a couple other things that I saw in the book that I haven't gotten around to yet, but right now I'm just happy that the dash is put back together and everything works. There's a lot of harnesses back there. So surgery was a success, and I'm gonna go and edit this video and take the rest of the day off. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.